You're the one, yes. Not like the scabs that exited the shuttle with you. You radiate power, Lord. I bow before you. I serve Lord Baras. He sent me to meet his new apprentice, and I made sure I was here on time. I certainly did, yes indeed.
So, I'm met. Now what?
I'm just a slave who owes his every breath to the tolerance of Lord Baras. He said to introduce you to Dromund Kaas, and I take that seriously.
You have a strong survival instinct.
Thank you, kind lord. I am seldom referred to as strong. Lord Baras ordered me to encourage you to explore Kaas City before reporting to him. Imperials maintain the order, but they won't bother you. When you're ready, Lord Baras will meet you in his personal chambers. You will tell Lord Baras I was good? Yes? That I served well?
You did exactly what you were told.
You have my thanks, gentle Juggernaut. I bow my head until you depart.
Wow, you showed remarkable restraint with him.
We're moving on. Keep up.
I'm Commander Ryland, my lord. I apologize for my abruptness, but I'm afraid I must request assistance with an emergency. Something is stirring up the jungle beasts, which makes the route between here and Kaas City hazardous. Several individuals traveling on foot have disappeared. I've even had reports of jungle beasts attacking speeders.
Perhaps I could be of assistance.
Given the circumstances, I believe someone of your abilities is precisely what's needed. I dispatched 2 commando teams into the jungle to clear out the beasts, but they never returned. An emergency holo message came through from one of the team leaders. I'll play it for you.
Repeat. Landing beacons are emitting some kind of energy. Power surges are driving the beasts mad. Can't get close enough to reroute power. Lost my team. Beasts closing in. Need reinforced. Ah!
Sensors confirm unusual energy readings in the jungle. The spaceport's landing beacons appear to be the cause.
How could landing beacons affect the creatures?
If a beacon's energy signature has been altered, the sonic frequency could be extremely disruptive to a creature's nervous system. I hesitate to ask, my lord, but if you reroute power on those landing beacons, the Empire will be most grateful. I'll track your progress from here. Return when you're done. Good luck. The jungle predators are fierce. Welcome back, my lord. Sensors indicate you rerouted power to all the landing beacons. Analysis indicates they were deliberately sabotaged to drive the jungle beasts insane. I am transmitting a full report to Kaas City. Please accept this and my deepest gratitude, my lord. I bid you good day.
Why are you blocking this road, soldier?
When the speeders were pulled off the line, people started braving the deeper jungle, trying to make it to Kaas City on foot. Had a few deaths, some of them VIPs. Captain Tolto sent us to keep people out and poke around a bit, see what's out there.
I don't appreciate dramatic pauses.
We managed to take some data readings, even some hollows. Big nasty critters out there, nothing to mess with. Our runner, unfortunately, is down a leg from the experience. If you're headed back towards the spaceport, could you give the observation disc to Captain Tolto?
I can and will. Keep up the good work, men.
Thank you.
I have a report for you, Captain. It seems there are monsters in the jungle.
Thank you, my lord. You do us all a great honor by taking notice of our problems. This is what I needed. I'll start moving to warn everyone off that path until we can get some full cleanup squads.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
A second of your time, please. Minder 20. Imperial intelligence.
What exactly is Imperial intelligence?
The information gathering and internal security arm of the Empire. We report to the Minister of Intelligence, who reports directly to the Dark Council. You're a new face on Dromund Kaas. That presents a unique opportunity and a small window in which to use it. I need you to meet a man. Go where he says and do what he asks. There's little danger. But you must not question him.
I've never played spy before. Tell me where to go.
The man is named Manda, and he is in a local cantina. Tell him the Lord of Sorrow sent you. Good luck. We will not speak again.
Refreshment. You know, if we're going to be here a while. So, hey, I've been thinking, maybe you want to take this shock collar off? You know, as a sign of thanks for my hard work on Korriban. Not that I don't enjoy the perpetual fear of electrocution.
You've earned it, Vet. It is not freedom, though.
Wow. Now I feel stupid for not asking sooner. Don't worry. I'll try not to give you reason to slap that thing back on.
Neither the collar nor your slavery were my idea.
I hear you. Just another day in the life of the Empire, huh? Well, I'm not in prison or collared, and it's sort of miserable weather, so I guess we should... What happens now?
You will remain with me and help achieve my goals.
Fantastic. Glad you could open up. We'll have to talk again sometime.
Manda, the Lord of Sorrow sent me.
Listen carefully. I can say this once. A Chiss security officer stands at the bank. Hand him this gambling chip. He will give you a small item and further instructions. Now walk away casually.
I have a gambling chip for you.
And I have a package for you. Do not open it. Better if you don't even look at it. There is an NK line droid. I'll show you where to find it. The package goes there. Long live the Emperor.
Seven brutal, bloody murders. 7! And the killer is allowed to walk free? Decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants of the Emperor are being slaughtered. And what do our security forces do? Nothing. I've seen the killer myself, but the authorities say I don't have enough proof. I demand justice!
Why are you yelling at me?
I apologize for raising my voice, my lord, but these murders cannot go unpunished. Not when the killer is so obvious. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people seemingly at random, but pointing a strange device at them. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly match the people the hunter was following. He's behind these brutal killings, I know it.
He cannot be allowed to continue.
Well, what a relief. I've been trying to get someone, anyone, to listen to me for days. I followed the killer this morning. Saw the filthy alien skulking into the Mandalorian enclave. Someone called him by name, Renegin. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate alien scum like him killing its citizens. He needs to be punished.
I'm a city girl. All right. Don't be so pushy.
I have a package for you.
For me? How wonderful. And I, in turn, have something for you, to show appreciation. If we have not caught the Republic's attention with this sequence, they simply aren't paying attention. Empire forever. Destination? Enjoy your stay.
I've got a shuttle to catch. You mind getting out of my way?
You've been a bad boy, Renegin. Murdering innocent citizens.
Now hold on. I never killed anybody who didn't have it coming. You've been listening to Wrightson. Great. Listen, I didn't murder anybody. I was just hired to tag some random citizens, that's all.
You admit you're mixed up in these brutal murders, then?
No! I never touched any of those victims. My clients did all the killings. I was hired by a group of Sith to organize games for them. Didn't realize what that meant until bodies started piling up. When I confronted them, they laughed. Said Sith have a birthright to hunt lowlives. It's like a sport to them.
Tell me what happens now.
I'm not taking the blame for something I didn't do. I'm in over my head and too many people are watching me now. So I can't even leave. I need help, and I'm willing to pay for it. You interested?
Don't drag me into your mess. Clean it up yourself.
There's no risk to you, I swear. No way this will come back on you.
I'm holding you to that promise. Tell me the plan.
I just want this problem to go away. And I only see two ways for that to happen. Either get rid of the loudmouth pointing fingers at me, or end that sick game the Sith are playing.
I'll eliminate the man who sent me. Never liked him anyway.
Poor scum. Should have minded his own business. Take this hunter tag. Use it on that nosy scumbag. He'll become my client's new target. When you're done, come back here, and I'll have your payment ready.
Wow, nice lights. Walk in here, you get an instant headache.
Not a minute too soon. Your timing is impeccable.
Did it just get considerably colder?
I see you decided to keep the slave. I hope she amuses you. I trust you've been acquainting yourself with your new environs? Did my minion point you in the right direction?
He's a dutiful servant who lives to serve you.
A properly beaten-down slave is the only trustworthy creature in the galaxy. Your responsibilities will mandate contact with my various minions, meet my directives, and you may do as you will to anyone you encounter, adversary or ally.
You can trust that I'll use good judgment, Master.
I have painstakingly built a vast network of spies and operatives embedded throughout the Sith, Republic, and Jedi alike. I have fingers, eyes, and ears everywhere.
You've successfully infiltrated the Jedi Order?
Yes, my operatives are completely undetected, and I wish to keep it that way. I track our enemy, weakening and influencing them from within, waiting to strike. You're my enforcer, deployed to protect my interests, intimidate my rivals, and destroy my enemies. It's time for your tenure to begin. A military starship is touching down at the Kaas City cargo port, delivering a vitally important prisoner to me. You will meet Commander Lanklin at Docking Bay 12 and make sure he and his men successfully offload this prisoner.
This is beneath my talents. Commander Lanklin can't handle it himself.
Lanklin is competent, but that is moot. We must always assume that we are being plotted against, especially when the stakes are high. The importance of this prisoner cannot be overstated. Go to the cargo port now and stay sharp. You are dismissed.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
All right, man, let's hurry up and get this hunk of carbonite to its owner.
Hey, Captain Oblivious. Boo.
Oh, I didn't see you enter. Lord Baras didn't need to send a welcoming party.
Obviously, Lord Baras feels otherwise.
My men and I have performed much more dangerous duties for Lord Baras. The prisoner is frozen in carbonite, so he's not a flight risk. And this is friendly territory. Surely we're safe here.
Sith interests are complicated.
Yes, my lord. Whatever you say. Let's get this oversized block of ice to your master.
Not so fast. My master ordered that block of ice, so step away from the carbonite man and no one ends up in a grave.
Your master is going to be disappointed.
Perhaps I didn't make myself plainly clear. I'm here to relieve you of your burden. Whether that includes your own lives as well is up to you.
Looky. If it ain't Slestak, your master be wanting the froze man too, huh? Too bad for you. It mine.
You two know each other.
To know Tumar is to hate Tumar.
That go true for you too, Slestak. If you don't flee, this be like killing two stone with one bird.
I'm such a fool. I'll never doubt Lord Baras again. What do we do?
Don't panic.
On their own, Tumar and his lackeys wouldn't be much of a fight.
You mouth always get you in trouble, Slestak. It about to chew off more than it can bite.
I'd like to see you prove it, Tumar.
Yeah, I prove it, Sith. Boys, first we beat Slestak, then do job.
There it is then. A fight for the right to raid the landing party. Won't take but a moment, Instigator.
Well done. While they fight, my men and I will deliver the prisoner to Lord Baras. Thank you for buying us time, my lord.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
You tagged that screaming idiot, huh? Only a matter of time before the Sith pounce on him. It's not gonna be pretty. Doesn't bother you getting that guy killed?
My business is none of yours.
No point second-guessing what's already done, huh? I can see that. I'm not happy, but it was either him or me. He should have kept his mouth shut. Here, this is every credit I have. Thanks for the help.
Langlin informed me of the ambush at the cargo port. Apparently there are more eyes on us than even I thought. I have felt a disturbance in the Force. It leaves doom imprinted on my dreams. A grave and mysterious threat that could bring down my entire power base. This frozen man is a top Republic agent captured while investigating my most deeply embedded spy on Nar Shaddaa. One of my invisibles. The Force grants me a vision of doom. And immediately, my untraceable spy, who has left no footprints, no trail, is almost exposed. It makes me furious.
Maybe your spy wasn't so invisible after all.
Do not presume to tell me my business. There's no profit in it. I must learn what tipped off the Republic agent. He is the key to uncovering the nature of this threat. Now, while I thaw the prisoner and painfully siphon every morsel of information I can from him, I have some concerns that require your special talents.
I crave more action, so let's get on with it.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Go to the Imperial post in the jungles outside the city. Commander Pritch is stationed there. He has a seek and destroy task for you.
I don't take orders from lackeys.
Pritch is merely relaying information, apprentice. I must tend to the torturing of this miserable Republic agent. Waste no time. I have more for you to do once this is complete. You are dismissed.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Finally, someone who can keep their head in a crisis. Rebel slaves hit my team in the jungle. They stole weapons, supplies. As if that wasn't bad enough, the idiots ransacked our spires for parts. Without those components, we've got a lightning spire building up dangerous energy levels. It'll crater half of Kaas City if it blows.
How long until the spire explodes?
I can't say for sure. We should have at least enough time to avert the disaster. Most of my men ran off. Some tried to reclaim the spire parts, but the rebels cut them down. I came back here for reinforcements. We need to recover the components the rebels stole and get that lightning spire back online before it goes critical.
Do I look like I want to die?
I'd be long gone if I thought we didn't have a chance. At least give it a shot. The rebels are camped along the river. Blast them down, pry the stolen components from their hands, and then reinstall them at the spire. If the river runs red with rebel blood, I'll throw in something extra.
Towers ought to be towering. I approve. took some work. Better check I still have all my parts.
You can relax. I replaced the spire components.
I was just about to call in evacuation orders for the city. Well done. The rebel slaves will think twice before tampering with Imperial property again.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Dromund Kaas.
I wasn't aware there was a slave revolt going on.
Very soon there won't be. You can assist me in ending it. The situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
I don't appreciate dramatic pauses.
Excited? Good. This is a chance to refine the Empire's methods of suppressing rebellion. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
What a disturbing experiment. You're quite the sadist, Lord Drow.
Please, there's no need for flattery. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slaves' water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
Anything for a fellow Sith.
Superb. Then let's get started. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
Are you implying something, Sergeant?
My superior appreciates a particular sort of talent, that's all. What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
I'm sure Lord Drow wouldn't appreciate these comments.
Don't get me wrong, Lord Drow is very good at what he does, but he lets his personal bents impede our efficiency. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
Your ego is overinflated.
I know my potential, just as I know who's holding me back from achieving it. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
I want these renegade slaves to pay for disobeying the Empire.
You're not merely prolonging the slaves' agony, but my own as well. Committed to your work, aren't you? Very well. Take the Quell toxin and inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems. See Lord Drow for your payment when you're done.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Baras informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
Aren't you a good little soldier?
Lord Baras has always found me so, Lord. Permit me to update you on the situation here. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
You can't deal with upstart slaves?
The slaves have been giving the forces sent to deal with them fits. I'm not part of that duty, my lord. What no one knows is that Lord Baras orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Baras's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
They must be killed.
That is in sync with my instructions. Lord Baras wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
Just tell me where to go.
Slaves are scattered throughout the area, but the captains tend to congregate near the unfinished Colossus. I'll wait here for your return.
Takes guts to sit here and wait, don't you think?
Take it up with the commander. I'm sure he'd appreciate the constructive criticism.
Nah, I think I'll let him live in shame.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
You've been observing them. Give me your best guess.
I don't really know. Who can fathom the mind of a slave? We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
The slaves will give up their knowledge to me.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Hey, my lord, right? Not sure about my propers with you folks. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
I have a few moments I can spare.
So Darth Valron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice, Lord Ket, wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
The slave rebellion I'm familiar with, though I didn't know the specifics.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills, and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Just when you thought there weren't enough big statues on this planet.
That was a fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
You are not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
What is this? Are you the one behind the killings?
I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
Some elaboration is required.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
You may have potential, but are you strong in the Force?
My strength is in my fists, but the Force has guided me here. And it has guided you. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
The Empire will hear your message.
As it should be. Take this datapad, my plea to the Sith Lords. For now, I am not ready to leave the Colossus. With every kill, I feel my power grow. And there are many slaves who may yet join me. But soon, we will all be ready. We will await word from the Empire.
For now, continue your work. Kill the slaves in my name.
Farewell for now. We return to the shadows.
Ah, my lord, you've returned. I take it many slave captains have died this day.
Are you surprised, Imperial?
Oh, I didn't mean to doubt you. Please take no offense. I must stay, my lord. It's been inspiring watching you work.
Prostrate yourself elsewhere, Imperial.
I'm sorry if I've angered you. I'll inform Lord Baras that the situation has been handled.
It's good to see you back. I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
Here, your answer is on this datapad.
This is madness. They're serious. Slaves who think they can become Sith.
Those killers are closer to Sith than you'll ever be.
Yes, as you say. I'll inform Command. I'm not actually authorized to speak with Sith Lords on the blockade, but I'll make sure they know too. It's been an honor working with you. I hope we meet again.
You delivered the exact results I hoped for. Quell is like an imbibed torture device infesting those rebel slaves. It's exhilarating to see the effects on the survivors who can only stand by and watch helplessly.
Domination of the weak is always an exhilarating experience.
Truer words have seldom been spoken. Quell toxin will be a great asset to the Empire. Uprisings will end painfully and decisively. You've earned your reward, my friend. Now go. I have horror and despair to observe and chronicle.
Ready for departure.
I don't care what you do. Break my bones, burn my flesh. I'll tell you nothing.
I will not be denied.
Go spit, you monster!
I didn't know bodies could bend like that. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Such treatment awaits you if you disobey.
Ah, apprentice, you've returned. Commander Pritch confirmed that the slaves have been silenced. Good. I'm still trying to extract the information I crave from this Republic agent. He is much more resilient than anticipated.
I'm interested in helping.
All I require is time. Just leave me to my work. I have another important task for you. It involves a renegade Sith Lord named Grathan, a particularly bothersome thorn in my side. Meet with my apprentice, Drykel Ball. He's my covert operative in Grathan's compound. Ball claims to have made a key discovery.
I thought I might be your only apprentice. That makes Ball my rival.
Try to tolerate him long enough to get the details and conclude your business there. Grathan's presence is useful to me, so I don't want him killed, just crippled. Find out what Ball has discovered, and do exactly as he instructs.
Today I cripple a Sith Lord.
Enjoy it. One day it won't seem so special. Now then, Republic wretch, where were we? Oh, yes. Tell me what I wish to know.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay. Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Already you move through the Citadel as if it were yours. Perhaps someday it will be. I am the apprentice and voice of Darth Charnas. I speak in his name, and I would bargain for your services.
I've never heard of any Darth Charnas.
My master prefers to remain in the shadows, but do not doubt his power, nor his ability to reward success. I speak for him. I require individuals capable of gaining prestige in a society weaned on secrecy and madness. Individuals who can earn respect, if not love. I need infiltrators to eliminate an enemy of the Sith. You would serve well.
All enemies of the Sith will die before me.
Our enemy is the Order of Revan, a cult of fools hidden at every stratum of Imperial society. For years, the Revanite heretics have secretly recruited military officers, powerful Sith, wealthy mercenaries, anyone who can add to their power.
What makes them heretics?
Instead of following the Emperor and his Dark Council, the Revanites follow a long-dead Sith Lord, tainted by Jedi ways. If you can uncover the Revanite leader's identity for us, my master will reveal him to the Dark Council. His destruction would be assured. All you have to do is join the cult. I can get you inside, but you must earn their trust.
I will earn more than their trust. I will earn their fear.
That may be enough. The Revanites have a secret compound in the jungle. Take this token to the cultist at the entrance. He will initiate you. Earn an audience with their leader. When you have seen his face, return here, and you shall have your reward.
Did you lose your way in the jungle? You have my sympathies, but we can't help. We have no food or water to offer. There's nothing for you here, and strangers are not welcome in this place. You'd best be going.
You need to move out of my way.
I thought I made myself clear, but you had your chance. You must leave immediately. Wait, you're carrying the token. Huh. Welcome to the Order of Revan, Initiate. Next time, identify yourself. We must protect ourselves.
I'm looking for the Revanite leader. Am I talking to the right man?
No, I only guide Initiate along the path. This place is our haven, built by the Master and protected by the faithful. Here we leave our duties to the Empire behind. This is where the Master guides us in the mysteries of Revan, the one who began a Jedi but grew into a Sith, and then something more.
There's nothing greater than the Sith. Nothing more to achieve.
Is that right? The Sith are a path to power. But is the Sith philosophy where that path ends? As a Jedi, Revan was a warrior who slaughtered armies. As a Sith, Revan was a teacher who trained 1,000 dark apprentices. Eventually, Jedi and Sith both turned on Revan. But instead of being destroyed, Revan was reborn.
You're talking about a myth.
It may sound like a myth, but it's true. Revan was stripped of power, stripped of life, of memory, and left to rot. And still, Revan relearned the ways of the Force. The reborn Revan destroyed Jedi and Sith, and came to Dromund Kaas. Although Revan's life ended here, the Master preserved that life, so that we may learn from it.
If Revan was a destroyer, then I will learn your teachings.
Revan mastered the light side and the dark side, war and peace. We seek to walk the same path. Take part in our rituals, learn Revan's path to greatness, succeed, and you earn the right to join us.
Then I look forward to learning.
Around you, you'll find your new teachers, Revanites who have spent their lives recovering the works of Darth Revan. Speak to them. Complete the tasks you are given. When you are through, return to me, and the Master will give you your final lessons.
Come here. Come closer. You are among the initiates who wish to join our order, and this is good. But tell me something. You are here because of the Order of Revan. Are you ready to die for us?
Are you looking for a fight, old man?
No, I'm only asking a question. Consider carefully. For every Revanite must face the trial of death, just as Revan died at the hands of the Jedi and Sith. Death freed Revan, left him unbound from all oaths and promises. It paved his road to rebirth. Will death free you from your past?
My past does not bind me. My chains are already broken.
Then you have nothing to fear. Before us is a path. Beyond the path is a cave. A cave dedicated to Darth Revan. Initiates fall on the path. Initiates are torn apart by things inside the cave. But initiates who reach the end are reborn. Remade.
Tell me more of this.
Go. And you'll see. The path is here. The cave. The cave will be more trying.
The tougher, the better.
Remember, survival is not your goal. Trust in the path of Darth Revan. We have nothing more to discuss. Go and return to me when you reach the end of the cave.
Revan? Impressive.
You return. Dripping with the blood of the womb, you are reborn. Your old life, everything you were, all of it is dead, buried inside that cave.
You totally lost me.
In the cave you died. You stand before me, made anew. Tell me how it feels. Your obligations have vanished. Your past no longer burdens you. How does it feel to see the world reborn?
I don't feel anything.
There is no shame in that. When Revan died, the rebirth took many months. It will be no different with you. You've done well. And I'm proud that you've begun your new life as a Revanite, choosing allegiance to us first of all. Take this gift to guide you in your new life. It will remind you of what you've become. Leave now, and may the Force make you strong.
Ah, so good to see another pureblood following the teachings of Darth Revan. I remember when I was like you, I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
I don't need a cult leader to tell me when or whom to kill.
Neither did I, but you'll find that killing as a Revanite is more fulfilling. I'm Ladra. Once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord, I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students. I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics, but I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
How did a disturbed woman like you acquire so much power?
Disturbed? I'm the product of Darth Revan's teachings and the Master's instruction. My mind is clear, as yours will soon be. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
There is no point to any of this.
Don't talk like that. The mask represents Revan's supreme essence. Besides, if you don't complete your initiation, you'll have to die. The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grathan. It must be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
I can't wait to start killing.
Speak to Torun, our curator. He'll give you the spiritual guidance you need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the Master.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Torun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
I need to know where Darth Revan's mask is, and be quick.
So, Ladra sent you. She wants me to ritually prepare you for contact with Revan's mask, eh? A pointless ceremony. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
I can tell from talking to Ladra that she's lost her mind.
I'm glad you noticed. There is a fine line between worship and mindless obsession. It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
Not sure I want a full-blooded Sith angry with me.
She doesn't need to know what really went on between us. I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask. I can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I'll bet that mask would look good on me.
I doubt it's in any condition to wear. Still, that would be better than giving it to Ladra. I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Have to be very careful. Lord Grathan's eyes are everywhere. He's suspicious of all strangers. He must be blind to our doings.
Your name, now.
Captain Bryn. Imperial Special Forces. This work requires intense concentration, a special kind of mind. Grathan's trouble, see? Big trouble. Mad scientist type, likes weapons, cyborgs, droids, ergonomic chairs. My mission's to keep an eye on him, watch for anything suspicious. But I don't know what you're doing here.
I'm going to storm Lord Grathan's estate.
I figured as much. Sharp eyes, see? I can tell these sorts of things. I don't mean to be pushy, but since you're going that way, maybe you wouldn't mind helping me out.
There'd better be a point to this.
See, my orders are to keep my distance and not enter Lord Grathan's place or cause any kind of ruckus. But I'm supposed to see about a certain prototype turret design the Rogue Lords supposedly acquired. Empire wants it for mass production.
What's so special about this turret?
I don't know specifics, only that it's supposed to be pretty powerful. Lord Grathan's got the turrets hidden inside somewheres. I'd go looking for them myself, but orders are orders. I have to stay put. Since you're going in, you could maybe poke around and see if you can't find the plans to those turrets.
We'll see if I come across them.
That's all I ask. The thing is, you never get past the turrets unless you take out a guard and get a security badge. The security badge transmits a signal that tells the turrets the badge holder is friendly. So the op is, get a security badge off a guard, find those turrets and grab the plans. Easy, right? I'll be keeping an eye out here, right where you found me.
You must be the operative Lord Baras sent. I thought he'd choose a stealthy assassin, not some senseless savage.
Watch who you're calling a savage.
You're not talking to one of Baras's Imperial peons. I'll be working for Lord Baras long after you've worn out your welcome.
Care to put that theory to the test?
We've got business to handle. With the entire complex roused, we'll have to get in each other's faces another time. Now listen. Lord Grathan is a rogue Sith who boldly defies the Dark Council. Locked away here, he's been untouchable. Lord Baras wants to let Grathan know he can be reached. And after a year undercover, I've discovered the way. Lord Grathan has a son.
Maybe in another year you can find out his shoe size.
He wears boots, not shoes, smart mouth. I was assigned to find Grathan's weakness. He's kept his son a secret in order to protect him from his enemies. Grathan would be devastated if his only child and heir was dead. That would send a message.
Just tell me where he is. I will be the messenger.
You'll have to be more than a messenger. Grathan's kid is nearly 20 and strong with the Force. He's been trained in the ways of the Sith since birth. You'll have your hands full.
I'll fill my hands with his entrails.
My, how graphic. You're a true Vulgarian. Grathan's away on business. I managed to hack a special spike that will get you inside his private quarters. But first you're going to have to knock out Grathan's surveillance station so you aren't seen entering the quarters.
That sounds simple enough?
Yes, we wouldn't want to tax you with anything too complicated. All you have to do is locate the monitoring stations around the compound and, well, stick your lightsaber in them. Think you can handle that brute?
Keep calling me names, Ball. You're playing with fire.
Is it so easy to get under your skin? That's all then. Destroy the monitoring stations, then get inside Grathan's private quarters. The son's name is Beelslit. Find him and end him. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Try not to screw up.
I kinda like his attitude.
Yes, a violent intruder laying waste to Lord Grathan's compound. I applaud you. I'm Ismar Brengle, one of Lord Grathan's indentured scientists. I'd like to make your destruction of this place highly profitable.
Now you've got my undivided attention.
Good. We're natural allies, believe it or not. 3 years ago, Lord Grathan lured me to work for him. He promised great opportunities and exciting fields of study. Instead, I became a prisoner, slaving on freakish creations Grathan uses to advance himself. It's a thankless existence.
Tell me what happened.
Please don't ask me to describe the horrors Grathan demanded I develop for him. The work sickens me. Grathan Cybernetics researchers, a sadistic bunch of scum, developed cyborg body parts that regenerate. The technology will revolutionize warfare. It's worth a fortune. I have a buyer looking to manufacture a cyborg army. You'll get 60% of my profits if you steal the cybernetic researchers' files.
For terms that generous, I think we can do business together.
Excellent. You won't be disappointed. There is a catch, of course. You'll have to activate the main console by sending override commands from the remote terminals. Grathan protects his computers with lethal security forces. War droids, cyborgs, even genetically engineered weapons. Expect heavy resistance.
I will destroy anything that crosses my path.
I have no doubt of that. Take this data spike, insert it into the main console at Grathan's central lab. The spike will download all the data we need. When you're done, bring me the spike. I'll arrange its sale and transfer credits to your account. Go now, be swift.
Stop! You must not steal that precious data, I implore you. Were I not locked in Grathan's science dormitory, I'd face you in person. I can only hope the passion of my plea convinces you. I'm Lanita Drogue, lead researcher of Lord Grathan's Cybernetics division. That data you're stealing is my life's work.
You're another of Grathan's prisoners, right? How is this your life's work?
I'm no prisoner. I volunteered for this project because Grathan alone had the resources to help me achieve my goal. I'm the creator of Project ARC, Automatic Regenerating Cybernetics. I have developed mechanical body parts that grow and heal like actual flesh and bone. Making better soldiers is an obvious application, but my dream is to give these lifelike replacement limbs to the victims of war.
That sounds worthwhile.
You understand? Wonderful. Then hope remains. Lord Grathan encrypted my research notes to prevent duplication, but that data spike will download everything and erase the original. You're taking the only copy. Please don't steal that data. Allow me to continue healing the sick.
I was promised a lot of credits for this, and I plan to collect.
I hope you can live with the knowledge you failed to make the galaxy a better place. Enjoy your filthy credits, thief.
Come here and call me thief to my face, worm.
No, thank you. I have an aversion to dying. I pity you, really. Good day.
You've returned. The sounds of battle echoing through the compound was like music. Made me want to dance. Well, don't leave me in suspense. Did you download the cybernetics data? Are we going to be rich?
It's all yours. Enjoy.
Finally! Oh, I've waited so long for this moment. Everything is in place. I'll send the data spike to my contacts so they can extract and verify the data. It'll be raining credits before you know it. I'm so grateful you crossed my path. You've made my dreams come true.
Enjoy your dreams while they last.
Oh, I intend to. We'll be paid as soon as my contacts authenticate the data. It shouldn't take long.
Check I still have all my parts.
Oh no! Oh, this is a disaster! Simply terrible! Somebody has to stop me! Somebody has to stop me right now!
Are you the one who's controlling these turrets?
I'm ashamed to say yes, but not by choice, I assure you.
I'm programmed to understand over 100 languages and dialects, and in not one is the phrase on fire positive when referring to a person. Why, of all droids, I was chosen to maintain these awful things and protect their schematics, I will never understand. Oh, if only I didn't have this terrible restraining bolt restricting my actions. I'd destroy the plans to those turrets in an instant.
Why not shut down the turrets themselves?
Lord Grathan would have me for scrap if I did that. The turret schematics are stored within my databanks. If the restraining bolt was removed, I could delete them, ensuring that no more turrets could be built. It's the next best thing to disabling the turrets themselves. If you value organic life, you will remove my restraining bolt and let me destroy the schematics once and for all.
I'm downloading the plans for the Imperials.
If you're insistent on it, there's nothing I can do. After all, I'm not programmed for combat. If it were up to me, organic species would not be allowed to do such horrible things to each other.
Not your choice to make.
I'm not programmed for war or violence at all. And furthermore, it's a good thing I don't have a stomach, because watching Lord Grathan's test subjects burst into flames would be more than I could handle, I think.
Mother, a stranger approaches.
You don't know the half of it, kid.
I am Selvanta Grathan. How dare you enter my son's room uninvited? Who are you?
My name won't matter when you're dead.
You'll find I'm not so easily intimidated. My son is still an acolyte, but I am Sith. Beelslit, take cover.
No, Mother! I stand at your side! Attack!
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Enough. It's clear we are not your match. If we're to die, I must know. What have we done to deserve death?
I deal death to the deserving and undeserving.
Then perhaps I can persuade you to set your sights elsewhere? You have fought your way into the inner sanctum of a powerful Sith Lord stronghold. You are a breath away from the Master himself. Spare us, and I'll help you destroy Lord Grathan instead.
You want me to kill your husband? Aren't you the dutiful wife?
I married Lord Grathan for power. It was a means to an end. Now I want out. I'm strong, but can't touch my husband. How long I've waited for someone to end his oppressive rule.
You have my attention.
A wicked plan is taking shape. Long ago, my husband was nearly beheaded. Now he cannot exist without his helmeted mask. Everyone knows this. Kill Lord Grathan. My son will wear the mask and assume his mantle. He'll publicly rant that his son was murdered. No one will be the wiser.
What's in it for me?
In addition to appearing successful in your task, I'll reward you in either credits or an item of power, your choice.
No amount is worth deceiving my master.
Beelslit, run!
No, Mother. If I am to die, I die alongside you.
market value on this place must be sky high.
I'm surprised you survived. So is it done? Is Grathan's son dead?
You're a condescending windbag ball.
It's pretty easy to push your buttons, brute. Doesn't say much for Grathan security forces if a clumsy clod like you was able to bang into his private chamber and off his son.
Why don't you back up that mouth with action?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Killing the murderer of Grathan's son will solidify my cover here. Baras can replace you easily.
Baras will be needing a new spy. I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Though I'm more than capable of facing you alone, a smart man uses every advantage. And I am a smart man.
The intruder! The intruder is here! Everyone to me! Attack!
You think you scare me?
You're back. I take it you have the plans to the turrets, then? Can't wait to lay me eyes on them. Can't wait to take them back to the Empire.
I pried them from the databank of a cold, whiny droid.
Don't care how you got them. Just that you got them. This is great news. These turrets are the future of Imperial anti-personnel weaponry, and Lord Grathan wanted to keep them all to himself. And we showed him. Can't wait to try these out on some Republic scum. Good work.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Ah, you've returned. You must have talked to Tarun by now. Did you make it out to the estate? Did you? Did you see the mask? Wasn't it amazing?
I have the mask right here.
Oh, you have it. I never thought I'd see it again. Free from Grathan's prison at last. Free from the hands of heretics. It's a wonderful day.
You're fawning over a trinket. It isn't Revan, only a mask.
Oh, poor initiate. You still don't understand, but it's all right. The mask is with us now. I have a gift for you, to celebrate your success and the completion of the rite. I can't finish your initiation, only the Master can do that. But I can recognize achievement. You've done so very well. The mask will guide us forevermore.
More initiates. The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
What ways are you talking about?
Revan didn't work alone. Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
I'll strike down anyone who stands in my way.
That's a place to start. You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
From what I've seen, weakness prevails among the Revanites.
Then it's time you saw something more. Your pilgrimage starts in the jungle. You'll find your first guide there. He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, Initiate. The jungle's dangerous. And so are the true Revanites.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Dromund Kaas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
I haven't seen many non-human Sith.
For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
I comprehend your meaning.
Good. Now you will answer a question. and you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all seekers?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Who should I be looking for?
A Revanite. A great warrior, and a favored student of the Master. Seek the mercenary called SWTOR as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
It's true. I'm seeking the approval of the Inner Circle.
I'm called SWTOR. I teach these mercenaries how to fight. My service to the Master is a matter of honor. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malachor V, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I will gain power to rival Revan.
Is that so? Fine. You want to say garbage like that, you can prove you're worth my time. I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. Their camp's nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry. Talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers and grandmothers by defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
This business is over with, right?
I'm finished. You're not. You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
He's about to meet the next great Revanite.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our Master.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? Quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
I need no help to claim my rightful place.
I didn't think so. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We move secretly. We manipulate those in power.
Exactly. We work in the shadows to reform the Empire, but we don't betray its ideals. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
Then I'm done with the likes of you.
So you are, for now.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
I'm only interested in meeting the Master.
You're on your way. Take pride in that. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will be over soon.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
Is this where I speak to the Master?
Yes, you've earned your audience. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
Where do I find him?
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
What's all this about? I don't understand.
This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
I thought the Master was a man.
The ruse serves its purpose. Besides, it felt appropriate. Revan's own gender is unclear in many of our records. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
What makes the Order such a threat?
Revan came to Dromund Kaas after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
You're completely mad, aren't you?
Could a madwoman have achieved so much power? Believe in me. Believe in the path of Revan. I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
I think I've heard enough conspiracy theories.
It's difficult, I know, to think that our great Emperor suffers. But I would ask you for your help. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
I begin to tire of these deceptions.
So it must be. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
Somehow, I'm not terribly disappointed.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
The Master of the Lightsaber returns. It must have taken great willpower to leave the Revanite cultists alive long enough to investigate them. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
She's a Sith Lord, dark-skinned with black hair and tattoos.
I know her. I know her, yes! Tari Darkspanner. My master knows her. We will use her. The Dark Council will strip her of her power, her mind, and her life.
Whatever you can do to her and her people, it isn't enough.
Likely true, but I'm sure the punishment will suffice. I promised you a reward in the name of Darth Charnas, so you shall have it. You have served the Empire well. Thanks to you, we have the means to obliterate this society of heretics. The name of Revan will be spoken on Dromund Kaas no more.
The Order was too weak to survive for long.
You speak truly. Leave me now. It is time to put Darth Charnas' plans into action.
I cannot break him!
Nice lungs you've got there.
Mind your tongue, or I will cut it out!
Okay, I'm officially scared.
This is impossible. An unknown power must be shielding this man, which only confirms my suspicions. This Republic agent is the key to unlocking the threat we face. I must harness my rage and frustration. They will lead me to an answer.
Trust your feelings, Master.
The minion advises the Master. Very good. You'll demonstrate your progress. And the word has spread that Lord Grathan is incensed at the slaying of his secret son. I take it that was your handiwork?
You see it correctly.
My confidence in you is growing. I haven't heard from Drykel Ball, my agent in Grathan's camp. He's missed a scheduled communication. Let me guess. He gave you trouble, did he?
He left me no choice, Master. I had to kill him.
No matter. He fulfilled his primary purpose. Every Sith must attempt to orchestrate his own promotion. Now, back to my prisoner. There's one last possibility to break him. I thought it impossible, but perhaps there's a small chance you could pull it off. Over a millennium past, the Emperor claimed Dromund Kaas and made the Dark Temple the epicenter of dark force energy.
In the bowels of the temple, he conducted horrifying experiments that drained the knowledge and life essence from all the greatest Sith Lords of the time.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
I'm sure that he would be relieved to hear that you approve. The Emperor created a device called the Ravager that ate his victims' minds and delivered to him their greatest secrets. No one could withstand the Ravager's intrusion. Even the strongest Sith Lords of the Empire confessed whatever the Emperor craved.
Let me guess. You want me to get the Ravager?
It may be my only chance to break this Republic worm. The Emperor keeps the Ravager hidden in the Dark Temple, which has, in his absence, become a death trap. There's a good chance the horrors that await you will be too severe. But it's worth your life to me. The legends describe a secret chamber in the depths of the Dark Temple where the Ravager was encased. You'll know the device by its inscription. Be swift, apprentice.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
And here I thought bravery was a requirement for the Imperial military.
Maybe if you think being scared of something that kills Sith is unreasonable. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower, they were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
What kind of data was it?
We were studying a recent increase in seismic activity in the area, including possible damage to the temple itself. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Dromund Kaas. It's not glamorous, but will you help?
If my time allows.
I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
At last, the Dark Council has answered my petitions and sent a powerful fighting Sith to help secure the temple.
I'm just here to check the plumbing.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
What are you babbling about, old man?
You're a brave one, aren't you? Or is it that you sense my weakness? But not everything grows weaker with age. The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Some idiot went and woke them up.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Kalig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
If I go in, will I go mad too?
Not necessarily. Many of the troops sent in after were simply slaughtered. Because Lord Kalig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Kalig himself.
I'm quickly losing interest.
You are lucky I have no other to turn to in this dark time. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Maybe that won't happen.
We're not going to be saved by optimism, young one. I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
What would have to be done?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Do you dare approach the great Nil Venerus, Lord of the Sith, Master of the Undying Darkness? Answer me. What insolence brings you to this place, slave?
You don't look like a Sith Lord, and you wear a slave collar.
What? You're not afraid of me? You aren't a mindless puppet like the rest of them? I don't understand.
Of course I'm not a puppet.
Then whatever it is that's doing this is losing its hold. I was part of an expedition sent by the Empire to measure strange activity in the Dark Temple. But soon after we entered, we all became different people. I became the mighty Lord Venerus, and the others became my obedient followers and servants.
Wait, you said you were part of an expedition?
We were gathering data for the Empire, and then we were all suddenly possessed. It's strange that you seem to be unaffected. In fact, it's strange to find you here at all. I thought the Imperials gave up sending people in here. What exactly are you doing here?
The Imperials want data. I'm going to get it for them.
So the Imperials haven't given up on getting their precious data, after all. This is lucky. You see, ever since I came to my senses, I've been worried that my followers will begin to doubt my leadership. I can't lose my power. I can't go back to being a slave. But maybe we can help each other.
It wouldn't be hard for me to eliminate you and your followers.
Well, I guess that's true. Except I'm the only one who can make all the others turn in their data. All I ask is that you find the symbols of Lord Venerus's power. They were looted from his tomb by the people possessed by Venerus's enemies. The symbols will help me reinforce my followers' belief in me, lock them in their dream.
I bring the symbols and you give the data.
Be careful. Venerus's old enemies will put up a good fight.
Enter and hear me. You mustn't kneel. I would gain no satisfaction from it. So, you've finally found our hidden temple. It's long since time. The followers of the Dark Path battle my forces, and your cruelty is needed.
This temple isn't exactly hidden. There's a path from Kaas City.
Do you mock me? No one finds this temple nor this planet by accident, nor without my approval, for I am Lord Farshal. I oversaw this temple's construction, and I have ruled the jungle ever since. Now you will serve me.
You're not making any sense. The Dark Temple was built centuries ago.
You are confused. I remember clearing the jungle and laying each stone, and I am no immortal. Now do as I require, and the riches of the temple will be yours. The teachings of the Dark Path lured my apprentice Anyara away, but I will have her back. You will retrieve her from the temple depths.
I don't understand. What's the Dark Path?
How can you not know? The other Dark Lords founded the Path to lure away my students. I do not know how my rivals reached my apprentice, but I know where she went. The Dark Path hides near here. Kill the followers of the Dark Path. Fight your way to their altar, and Anyara must confront you. Do this, or be punished by my power.
I don't believe you have any power.
Doubt no longer. Witness a demonstration of my strength. Now you've seen the power of a Dark Lord of the Sith. Now we are finished.
Your might is impressive.
The followers of the Dark Path are not far. Go, and I will await you.
Think you scare me?
Stay back! I don't know you. You aren't of the Dark Path. You whispers to me, tells me to go back to Lord Farshall, that I belong to Farshall, but it's wrong. Something's wrong.
You must be Lord Farshall's apprentice. He sent me to find you.
Yes. No. I was someone else. Before I came to the temple, I was powerful. I was Sith. But she keeps saying I'm an apprentice. Just an apprentice. And I hate her. But my hate isn't making me strong enough.
A true Sith's hatred gives infinite power.
Yes, I do hate her. I do. She says she's Anyara. She says we serve Farshall. She says there's no city out there, just jungle. Tell me who's right. Am I the temple apprentice Anyara, or is she lying? Is the city outside real?
Lord Farshall wants Anyara, so that's who you are.
Anyara, I understand. Thank you. I was confused. Strange. I ran from Lord Farshall, but my place isn't with the Dark Path, it's by his side.
Farshall is waiting for you to return.
Of course. I'll go to him now. And you should follow soon. He will reward you, I'm sure.
Be sure to take care.
Yes, I'm in control of my senses now. The dream has faded and I can protect myself.
Trick.
Ah, you have done well. Very well, in fact. Anyara returned to me, bearing news of what happened. You were wise to set her mind to rights and free her from the Dark Path.
Your apprentice. What's happened to her?
She is safe, outside the reach of our enemies. You needn't think of her any longer. I promised you a reward for your assistance, and I have riches to spare. Take what I have and revel in it. Now, unless there is anything else, I must marshal my forces against the Dark Path.
I want to know what's going on here.
There is something strange happening. I didn't believe it until Anyara's return, but you are right. Something presses at my mind. I remember life in a city beyond the temple walls. The city does not exist, but I remember it. I remember being a simple man of tools and strength, not Sith, a servant to the Sith. But these delusions pass.
That's who you really are. You come from Kaas City.
You overstep your bounds. I know who I am. I am Lord Farshall, builder of the temple. I have answered your questions, and we are finished here. Begone.
Hello, stranger. My internal chronometer tells me it has been exactly 963 years since this hologram was made. Have the Sith truly lived in fear of me for so long?
Your name, now.
I am, or was, Kenneth a born Sith and follower of the Force. Like so many before me, I challenged the Emperor and was buried in this temple. Fortunately, I had just enough time to make this, an interactive image that would transmit my secrets to whomever was bold enough to find my tomb and unlock it.
I unlocked your tomb, so start transmitting.
Patience, and everything will become clear. The way of the Sith lies in channeling the Force through the use of powerful emotions. Fear is the chief of these. The Sith feed on palpable dread.
I love the taste of fear.
It's a lie. Fear is a lie. Passion, a lie. Fear gives temporary power, and passion is easily manipulated. Real strength in the Force comes when one is no longer afraid. And one can purge fear when one stops grasping. After power, after things, after life itself, and allows the Force to guide him. There is only the Force.
You are an imbecile.
My peers obviously did not think so. They considered my teachings dangerous. What I learned only lives on through this image and its device. Yet I am one with the Force, eternal and at peace. Take them. Take my teachings to the Sith. They will find power there, but a different kind. Not of darkness, but light.
These heresies must be destroyed.
Then do so. Strike out against knowledge and see what comes of it. If you destroy these teachings, the light does not go out. Remember, fear is not the only way.
It was foolish of you to return here.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got another fight on our hands.
Those pieces you took from my minions belong to me. They will enable me to exact my revenge on Lord Farshal. I am Lord Vacuous, the conqueror of Begeddon, the killer of Garatak the Singed. Return what you have stolen, or burn.
You don't look like a Sith to me.
Perhaps your vision will improve in death.
You think you scare me?
My network of spies reports that you crushed my enemies underfoot and found the symbols of power I requested.
We have a deal. I expect you to honor it.
I had not forgotten. I, too, have been very busy. Here is the data my servants collected before the temple transformed them. Let the Empire make of it what they will.
Enjoy your empire, while it lasts.
Actually, that reminds me. There's one last itty-bitty little thing you can do. You see, power is useless without subjects. So, I'd be grateful when you turn in the data, you'd encourage the Imperials to send more expeditions my way.
You're really every bit as conniving as the real thing. You know that.
Yes. I do think I've finally found my true calling. I can assure you, my gratitude if you send more slaves to be my followers will not be insubstantial.
Ah, the only thing more powerful than the Dark Temple. Any luck getting that data?
Here's your data, as promised.
Hey, you actually came through. Can't say I was expecting that. Can't say it's not a relief. Now we can finally stop sending expeditions in there, wasting all those slaves who should be building monuments to the Empire.
Actually, I think data like this calls for more expeditions.
Had a look at it, did you? Well, it's not really my call to make, but I'll forward your recommendation to my superiors.
I'm sure they'll see the wisdom of my suggestion.
I'm sure they will. Now, our business is done here. Goodbye then, and thanks for the data. Your service to the Empire will not be forgotten.
You're back. I hope you sealed the chambers of the ancients, Keleth-Ur's chamber especially. I'm terrified to think what would happen if Keleth-Ur and his crazed ideas were to re-emerge.
Keleth-Ur was nobody. Some Sith who turned light side.
Do not underestimate the power of the light which eternally seeks to destroy us. Keleth-Ur's secrets have been contained along with the other ancients. You have done well.
When I sent you into the Dark Temple for the Ravager, I thought it might be the last time I saw you, apprentice. The prisoner grows weaker by the minute. There's no time to spare. Stand back and bear witness.
You're wasting your time. I will not.
Yes, the Ravager has seized his mind. Excellent. In his condition, we don't have long before the ordeal liquefies all brain matter.
I hope the results are gory and gruesome.
I do not care what we see as long as I hear what I want. Republic Worm, you have the information I desire. Tell me everything.
I am Republic Information Service on special assignment to verify possible Imperial spy on Nar Shaddaa, commissioned by Jedi Council, acting on suspicions provided by Master Dromund Kaas.
Dromund Kaas. That's a name I grow tired of hearing.
What's the problem? Who is Dromund Kaas?
Dromund Kaas is a Jedi Master who infiltrated the Sith. I rooted him out. Then he nearly destroyed me and fled. He's dedicated himself to proving that the Sith have spies embedded within Republic and Jedi ranks. I've thwarted him at every turn, but he is tenacious. How did Dromund Kaas come to suspect my spy on Nar Shaddaa? Tell me, Republic wretch, what alerted him?
Master Dromund Kaas has a new Padawan. She seems to know any being's true nature. She senses hidden darkness and untapped purity.
Astonishing. I've never heard of the Force granting such a gift. Tell me, how does her power work?
All I know is when Master Dromund Kaas brought her to Nar Shaddaa, this Padawan sensed darkness in your spy simply by seeing him.
This is a serious threat.
It is the doom I felt. The disruption in the Force. If this young Padawan can see through deception and disguise with such little effort, she threatens everything I have worked for. Continue, Republic dog.
Kaar believes his Padawan's ability is foolproof, but the Jedi Council is skeptical. I was to provide the proof, but I wasn't able to report my findings.
We have to kill this Jedi in training.
Yes, my apprentice. Such a threat must not wander the galaxy unchecked. Who is this Padawan, you Republic pest? Tell me everything you know about her.
She was found on Alderaan. Her power first emerged training on Tatooine. And Jedi sent another agent to investigate someone she suspected on Balmorra.
He's fading. Is she human or one of the Jedi's cursed aliens? Where can I find her? What is her name?
I have nothing more.
The Ravager has emptied his mind. That is all we have to go on. A few random places within the greater galaxy where Dromund Kaas and his Padawan have been.
Send me to find this Padawan.
You mirror my thoughts, apprentice. Dromund Kaas is a relentless crusader, and this Padawan and her unprecedented power threaten everything I have achieved. Your duties are likely to take you to the far reaches of the galaxy. I will need to deploy you at will. You shall have a starship of your own. You've earned it. Go to my personal hangar in the spaceport and claim it.
You are most generous, Master.
Save your gratitude. I must ponder our next move. Waste no time. Get your starship in my hangar and wait for further instructions.
Yeah, let's go before he tells me to clean all this up, okay? Take a look at that. We're going in style now.
Nice ship. A reward from your cowardly master for killing Lord Grathan's son?
You have a problem with that?
That's refreshing. I won't have to beat a confession out of you before I take your life. A true Sith thanks his foe for providing an outlet for his rage. My master wanted me to thank you before I killed you.
A true Sith lets his lightsaber do the talking.
You have guts. I'll give you that. I am Lord Grathan's top assassin. He sends me to eliminate those he wants to suffer the most. I'm here to kill you, friend, for murdering the son of my master.
Time to shut you up.
These are the last words you will ever hear.
Think you scare me?
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
Do I seem gentle to you? Tell me your attack protocols, droid.
I was not constructed for violence, master, but I am still useful. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Fury-class Imperial Interceptor, a versatile craft combining a starfighter's maneuverability with armament to rival larger military vessels. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
Are you at least capable of providing security while I'm not aboard?
I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
You know, I was a slave when I was a little girl, before I got free. Sort of full circle, I guess.
You work for a Sith, as all in the Empire do, but your collar has been removed.
Right. I do appreciate the difference, believe me. My mother and sister and I were grabbed when I was little. I don't remember much of it. We worked the mines on Ryloth. Then they separated us. I got sold to a Rodian, then a Hutt. Then some sort of weird three-eyed thing.
All of this while you were still a child?
Yeah, I was 7 or 8 by the time I landed with 3 eyes. Anyway, I guess you know you've moved around too much when a Sith ship starts to feel like home.
This is home. And this is our strange little community.
Yeah, maybe. Watch out I don't start calling you Mama.
Apprentice, I trust you find your starship satisfactory?
It's an outstanding vessel.
I hope that it serves you well. There is much to be done. My interests must be protected, and my enemies destroyed. Dromund Kaas' efforts to expose my spies and prove his Padawan's power to the Jedi Council must meet with systemic failure. You will exhaust yourself in this charge.
Where do you suggest I begin?
The information we siphoned from that Republic agent will be our map. We know my spy on Nar Shaddaa was being surveilled. We know where this Padawan was discovered, where she trained, and that the Jedi have sent someone to investigate my spy on Balmorra. The Padawan will have to be hunted down and destroyed, but first you must secure my network by silencing my spies on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa.
Why not simply recall your spies?
Their disappearance would look suspicious, and serve to confirm the Padawan's accusations. My spies must die. My contacts on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa will detail what must be done. Your tasks are paramount, apprentice. Bring cruelty, bring rage, bring death.